Hi guys, this is Mike at netbooklive.com, and today we're going to shoot a quick unboxing of this new Acer netbook. This one we have here is the Acer Aspire One D257. The previous generation was called the D255, and this one, like I said, is the new generation. We first saw it displayed at Mobile World Congress and at CeBIT in March. And we're now going to take a quick look at it. This device is actually available in stores already, and this is the final release unit. Okay, first let's take a quick look at the specs, so you can check out that this is the D57, says here. I believe it's the black version, not really sure. It doesn't say anything about the specs, so but it does on this other side. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We have an Intel Atom N570 processor and 10-inch display, 2 GB of memory, 320 GB hard drive, card reader, wireless, no Bluetooth. Okay, webcam, a 6-cell battery, and it says here there is Olympus Lite for Meego OS. So this probably means there's no Windows on this one. You just have to go ahead and open it and see if this is actually the case. Like you can see, I haven't opened it before. This is the first time right now. We're actually going to open this one. Okay. Should open it like this. So inside the box you have this manual in here. Should tell you a couple of things about how to install it and stuff like this, how to get all the things on. In here we have the actual unit, the actual sorry for that, the actual laptop, and underneath there are some extra manuals and resource DVD. Not really sure what it says here, and warranty and some other quick guide for Olympus Lite for Meego, stuff like this. Okay, let's get this aside and let's see what else we have here. So this is the battery. We have the battery. Let's get it out of this plastic bag. Okay, so it is 44, not sure if you can see this, it's a 44 milliamps hour, 49 watt hour battery. So it's pretty much standard what you get on these devices these days. And this seems to be the power plug. Pretty compact, and it's the same design we saw before. And this is the European adapter, since you're in Europe. It comes with this little adapter in here. Okay, so you just have to put the adapter like this and turn it, and here we go. This is the power plug right here. Okay, let's get the box out of the way. And right now let's take a quick look at the actual laptop we have in here. So yeah, like I said, it is the black version. First of all, let's connect the battery. You can see there is this space on the back. Should actually slide in here quite easily, like this, and lock it in place. And this is how it goes. Okay, what you're going to notice here is the redesigned top. You know that it's plastic, but there is this wave curves design. It's actually dimpled, you can see, so actually feel like a drop of water felt on a plane surface, and it created these circles, these ripples. actually looks quite nice. Not sure if on black it's really visible, but on other colors it will be actually very nice looking. Okay, opening the device, you have a couple of other things in here. Okay, so let's get rid of all this plastic protection straps. I'm not going to take this off on. Okay, let's have a look at the side of this device. So what you have here, it's card reader, multi-in-one card reader. I believe it's an MMC, an SD, something like this. Headphone, microphone, two standard USBs, kind of close together, this ones. Kensington lock. On the back there is this big battery and two screen hinges. I believe this design is similar to what we had on the previous generation. And here is the PSU, LAN adapter, VGA output, a small cooling vent, and another USB. So a total of 3 USBs. And on the front you actually have nothing except the mouse buttons, the trackpad buttons. Okay, opening the device, you're going to notice the power button. It's right here. Usually I was expecting it to be right here, but it's here. So this is a slight redesign from the previous generation. And you have the status LEDs in here. I really like the finishing, it's quite nice. While the exterior is glossy, the back, let's have a look at the back. The back is made from plastic. Feels actually quite solid, this plastic they used for the back. And you have here a lot of cooling space, a lot of cooling grills, so it should run pretty cool actually. In order to get access to memory and hard drive, you're probably going to have to remove all this big panel here. Not really sure where the screws are for this, but we're going to have a look and get back in the future. And of course the battery here on the back, which actually looks quite nice. And like I showed you on the previous generation, because it comes with this particular phone, you can easily grab it like this if you carry the device around. Okay, the lid doesn't bend nearly at all. It looks pretty solid, of course, because it's glossy, will catch fingerprints and smudges and stuff like this. And those should be visible on this black version, but they're not really that visible. Still, they will be there. Okay, and opening it actually feels quite nice. It's quite slim and light, and you can see that the screen is of course glossy. I believe it's a standard screen, 10.1 inch, 1024 by 600 pixel. The bezel around it is glossy as well. You have a webcam here on top. And let's have a look at the keyboard. I believe it's similar to the keyboard they had before on the Acers, on the Aspire One series, but they actually feel quite nice. They're not, like you can see, they're not very noisy. There's good resistance and almost no flex. Of course the arrow keys here are very cramped, so you can see this, they're actually cramped here, but that's quite okay. And some might not like this particular island type of keyboard, because space between keys is not really that big, and you can easily misspell when writing different things. Okay, and the trackpad. Actually, the trackpad was a little bit of a problem on the previous generation. It's now a little bit deepened inside the body of the device. It's not very big. It's actually quite small, because this particular design slides the keyboard down. You can see all the space here is unused, so that leaves very little space for the trackpad here down on the bottom, especially when compared to other devices like the SUSE PCs, which have at least a taller trackpad. I believe this should be okay. I'm going to see if it's responsive or not. And click button, it's not noisy and seems quite easy to use these click buttons. Of course, it's a single click button with it doesn't come with separated buttons, and that would have been better. And also you can see that it's integrated with the bottom part of the device, so when using it like this and holding it on your lap or something like this, these buttons will get accidentally pressed, and this could be a problem. Okay, so let's go ahead now and open the device for the first time. I press the power button and let's see if it comes with Windows or not. On the box it said that it didn't, but we should see. I'm not really familiar with this OS, not really sure what's happening. Let's wait a little bit and see what's going on. Should be Limpus OS for Meego. So this should be a light OS, specially designed for such devices. Okay, so now it's going to take me through all this setup process. Let's see if we can password. I'm not going to. So actually I'm not going to put in any password. Oh, it says I should get a password. I'm going to put 4 O's. Yeah, 16 characters. Okay, 6 O's then. And let's see if it's going to be longer. Okay, system is setting up now. Please wait a moment. Okay, let's leave it a little bit for it. Let's give it a little bit of time to load, and we'll get back. Okay, we're back, and it actually didn't took that long for it to install the OS, to configure the OS for the first time. And indeed, it comes with Meego, like I said. Actually, I'm not really familiar with Meego, but I can tell you it is a light OS. It's not like Windows. It's a light OS that comes for free and allows you access to your basic functions and applications. For instance, you have here a file browser, My Documents, text editor, media player, messenger, email client, and a couple of other things in here. You have applications. Not really sure how you can install applications, but should be quite a bunch of them available. You have here internet, and you can go online and see. Here you can save your favorite pages or something. Here you can adjust keyboard layout and stuff like this. Connect to a network here. You can get online date, and you have here information about battery life, and you have some power manager settings and stuff like this. I'm not really sure how I can see what version of Meego this one is running. So I'm not really familiar with Meego, like I said, but it overall seems to move quite nicely, and it's a pretty decent light OS, the one we have in here. This should probably start a slideshare or something like this. Okay, so it's some kind of photo browsing software. Okay, now that this one has Meego, it means that it will probably load and turn off quite fast. I'm going to try this. Let's go ahead and put it in sleep mode. See how long it's going to take. Oh, actually that's it. Now it's in sleep mode. Took like 2 seconds. Let's power it again, and it's back. So this is quite amazing. Took like 1 second to get on and then off of sleep mode. This is something quite nice. And let's also go ahead and see how much it takes to shut down and then to log on, to power it on again. So right now it's shutting down. Okay, that was it. And now let's get it on. We press the button. Should actually be way faster than Windows is. And there is one more big advantage of having Meego. This one is free OS. From what I know, it doesn't cost the producers any money, and also it doesn't come with limitation. That's why you will get on this one 2 GB of memory by default, and this is something you won't get on Windows 7 starter devices because of the limitations imposed by Microsoft on starter. Okay, so here we go. Took like 15-20 seconds to load. which is actually quite nice if you ask me. Of course, you won't have all the options you have in Windows, but for basic tasks, this one should be okay. And like I said, in terms of hardware, this one is very nice because it has an Atom N550 processor. So it's the most powerful processor right now available in the Atom class. Dual core, clocked at 1.6 gigahertz, like I said, 2 GB of memory, and 320 GB hard drive. So pretty nice. Plus the 6 cell battery combined with this low power OS should offer very good battery life. I believe like at least 5 hours, maybe 5 to 7, 8 maybe hours. So this is quite nice. Okay, more details will be available about this laptop, the Acer Aspire One D257, in a follow-up review. I'm going to post it on the site on netbooklive.com and also here on our YouTube channel, so please stay tuned for those. They will be available next week after I get to play with this one for a couple of days. Okay, that was all for today. Mike at netbooklive.com with the Aspire One D257. Thank you for watching and keep in touch.